Hello, weary travelers. And today, you would be a part of the goddamn vampire venue, wouldn't you? Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this scene because you couldn't see it at all. We set this scene in Samuel Mason Swain's mansion. It is incredibly glorious, and frankly, if you don't think it is, then you are marked for final death from this dear hound. But alas, Sam was sitting in one of the private rooms, one of the many studies, relaxation chambers, private little fireplace, a few books, chair, a little baroque, small sofa, very cozy. With Selena, who is invited over for a nice meal and a romantic evening, and an exchange of information on top of that. Life couldn't get any better.
She needed some civilized company this evening, as she's just got here from a Nosferatu clan gathering. He would notice she's not wearing her usual attire. She's in very expensive, well-cut black jeans and a black cashmere turtleneck sweater. Her hair is up rather than its usual luxurious self, and she's wearing less makeup than usual. So,
Sam takes note of this and says, "Why, that's a new look for you. Got to say, you look pretty sexy."
she would smile. Well, darling, when mixing with the Nosferatu, my usual look doesn't really garner much respect, I guess you could say. And their meeting places are always so dirty. It's a shame to spoil one of my dresses.
A shame they can't appreciate a masterpiece when they see one.
She would grin broadly. Well, not everyone has the discerning eye and taste that you do, Precious.
I ain't that fortunate for me.
So, what have you been up to since we last got together?
Been taking a bit of a break, in all honesty. Ran into that Lucius fellow, though, the new Tremere.
Well, he spoke with me regarding joining our coterie.
Interesting. It appears you're in high demand. I would say make it a challenge for him. You would want them thinking they can just ask politely and we'll grant them whatever they want with a silver plate. Good to make him work for it.
How would you suggest we do that?
Well, you could just charge him a boon of admission, but that's could be construed as a rather well, I hate to say the word corrupt, but some people are foolish and like to use that word quite a lot. And you are running for seneschal, you want to be seen as squeaky clean, on board with everyone. Might be best to set him a task to do. Get him to do something that benefits the entire coterie.
Well, if you can think of something suitable, darling, I'd be more than happy to take the idea to him.
I'll spend some time thinking about it and I'll send you a message when I have an idea. But I think we'll have to be keeping them at arm's length anyway. Tremere aren't exactly the most trustworthy individuals. Oh, but I have a tendency of putting their clan first before their fellows.
So we could perhaps let him join, but and certainly make use of him whenever possible. But as you say, keep him at arm's length. I'm certainly not suggesting we trust the man.
Aye, the Britishers already have enough information. I don't. We don't need to give them any more.
Speaking of information, I was given a little tidbit recently from a new acquaintance of mine regarding Our Lady Mare.
Oh, interesting. I was thinking about getting more involved in that.
Well, I could use all the help I can get. To be honest with you, Precious, I'm not really sure where to go from here. The information I've been given is that the frequent visits from her family. Uh, my contact is often tasked with cleaning up after these meetings. And the other little interesting thing, apparently the mayor changed her name some years back. Her original name, something Eastern European, Xanto something.
Hmm.
Perhaps if we could do some research, find out something about her original identity, it might lead us to some answers.
Aye, where do these frequent visits usually lead? Are there any particular locations she'd be going down?
Uh, in her office at City Hall.
Ah, she just takes visits in her office. She's not doing a visiting herself.
No, it seems that her family go to her. I'm awaiting further information regarding the content of these meetings. Of course, as soon as I know anything, I shall pass the information along to you, darling.
Aye. I think I'm gonna trail there. The mayor's own family, if there's something fishy going on. You say your assistant cleans up. Well, your contact cleans up after these meetings. What are we talking about here exactly?
I don't know any more than that at the present time. Just that my contact sees people coming and going all the time, specifically people from her family. That's what I was told. They usually meet at night after everyone else has left City Hall.
Aye, well, that ain't even remotely promising.
I did find it a little odd. That and with this strange name change, it makes me question why would she have felt the need to change her name? And it doesn't seem that it's public knowledge. So why hide it?
This is beginning to seem like there are some distinctly nocturnal strings at play here.
There certainly could be.
Hmm. Well, as I say, I'm going to have a deeper look into this. Perhaps I'll find something that brings us a little closer to the truth, say.
That would be
Maybe,
good.
uh, maybe gives us a little bit of more information on her original name. If she changed it, it probably has some meaning. She's a really old ghoul. That's my bet.
Well, from what I understand, she's certainly more than she appears to be. I know that our sheriff has had past dealings with her. I aim to speak with the sheriff privately on the matter and see what light she can shed on the mayor's personality, let's say.
Aye. I may have to do a bit of a break-in as well. See if some of my Irish friends can't, or my side of the family can't dig us some useful items from our office. Maybe we can plan something.
Selena's face would darken just slightly at the mention of his Irish friends. Not that she still holds a grudge or anything, but just slightly. But she'd not say anything and carry on. My contact is keeping her eyes and ears open for anything else that could be useful to us.
Aye, that's good. Sounds all well and dandy. I was just wondering if your contact would be willing to point a camera in her office if she's taking visits there. We may be able to get some interesting information.
Well, darling, I could certainly ask.
It'd be worth looking into. I'll track this family down, see what they're hiding. Seems like this extends to the entire family tree.
It does appear that way. So, I guess we have a little project ahead of us.
Aye, that we do.
She moves closer to him. It'll be good to work side by side.
Aye, ain't it been too long?
It certainly has. And with all of this Nosferatu nonsense, I need civilized company.
Aye, don't focus on them. Focus on this little pretty face right here.
She she smiles at him. It is certainly a breath of fresh air to look at you after having to spend time with that bunch. They're they're the most confusing lot. That infighting and squabbling is just astounding. Damien actually went so far as to frenzy on one of his own this evening. It was most distressing.
Aye, well, the greatest crime was him ruffling your pretty little feathers.
Oh,
Ain't no one gonna be doing that on my watch. That's when true and Toreador. Being so nasty to each other.
well, I find his behavior quite interesting, considering he's also running for seneschal. It was mentioned to me that his behavior was caused by stress. If he can't handle the stress he's under at the moment, how is he ever to manage a position such as seneschal?
Hmm. How about we test yours then?
My stress levels? She smiles mischievously.
I mean, he just straight up kisses her on that statement.
She would kiss him right back.
I see, are you hot and heavy yet?
She would kind of sit back from him and raise an eyebrow. Hot and heavy, darling? Aren't we always?
I think if you can handle me, you can handle anyone.
She would move back in towards him. But darling, you're a pussycat, really.
But I do love my little rosebuds.
Well, I do hope so. And she would stand up and extend a hand to him and say, well, darling, are we going to adjourn to your bedroom so I can get out of these awful clothes?
Well, I, for one, think you look quite disarming in them.
She would just shoot him a grin. And then, I mean, she's been to his place often enough. She'd know the way to the bedroom.
Yeah,
So,
he comments on how the boyish look actually looks really good on her, and then it goes to him that pretty much anything looks good on her because, of course, it does.
and she would just go to make her way towards the bedroom. And as she goes, she's just taking off these clothes that she's not used to wearing and dropping them, leaving a kind of trail for him to follow.
I mean, Sam's all into that. I mean, there's like a pair of shirts and trousers that join hers as it goes along. He's actually just been wearing like more casual gear as well this whole time. So been like a slightly, it's just an expensive polo shirt and expensive jeans and a cool looking belt, basically.
So by the time he gets to the bedroom, she would be wearing absolutely nothing but a smile.
Let me just say, I love the way you put that. And Sam's always wearing his smile, but no clothes this time. As I think that's where we're good because this is where we end it every time, and it's amazing, and no one will ever understand the love between this stuck-up Venture and this stuck-up Toreador as beyond us seeing them world rocking. And frankly, Werewolf, then you should be afraid because pretty sure these earthquakes are not Gaian in nature. Bye bye.